Hi, I'm Michelle. This is my co-host Bella. Welcome to the Bunny Dojo. Have you ever wondered how a rabbit rescuer gets started? Let's talk about it. Let's get started. Today I'm going to share with you a very inspiring story about how one rabbit rescuer got started, Cecilia Harris. She runs the Bun Hatter, which is a website that I started following many years ago. And I was lucky enough to meet her, and she shared her story with me. So how does a rabbit rescuer start? Well, of course, it all boils down to a bunny. She was inspired by her bunnies. Her first bunny was named Minnie Bun, and she wanted to find her a friend. So she went down to a rescue in Texas and adopted Honey Bun. Honey Bun was having difficulty getting adopted because she was an elder bun. But Cecilia fell in love with her because she was so affectionate and brought her home. So Minnie Bunny and Honey Bunny became best friends, right? Just like you and Bugsy are going to be, hopefully. Then she got a call from the lady from the rescue that she had been to, and they said that they had just had a confiscation of 50 rabbits and they needed help. She wanted to know if Cecilia would help with fostering, and of course, Cecilia, with a big heart, said yes. And she took in a mom and 6 babies, and she said that that is how she got hooked. And she really wanted to specialize in giving a sanctuary for bunnies like Honey Bunny, who are harder to adopt out, elderly bunnies or bunnies with special needs. Here she is with this adorable bunny, Flan, who was paralyzed.
There you are, Flan. Again? Oh, there you are.
Cecilia took Flan to a contest at Tractor Supply, and she won a prize. Beautiful bunny.
There you are. You want to take him, Flan?
So Cecilia was a math major. Jeffrey and her son are huge helps to Cecilia in running the sanctuary. Cecilia lives in Oklahoma on a big property. She actually has a old unused church on her property, which her and her husband converted into part of the sanctuary for the bunnies. A huge sanctuary. She has over 35 buns there now. The bunnies are set up indoors with huge spaces, big pens, lots of toys, and honey boxes, and hay, and everything a bunny could need. This video shows 26 rabbits that she took in after a terrible confiscation of over 400 rabbits. Because she has such a big property and a big heart, she was able to take in 26 at one time, including babies, many babies. Some of them were elderly buns. Barnabas, in particular, was a wonderful bun who was blind. And again, so he lived at Cecilia's sanctuary for the rest of his life. They still have 6 of the babies, and these are them all grown up. So Cecilia taught herself how to take care of all their medical conditions. And then came the hats. A Girl Scout troop was supposed to help them out as volunteers, and in reality there were supposed to be 4, but only 1 showed up. And she was a very nice girl and was helping them out, but Cecilia felt bad making her just clean all the time. So she started a craft project, making her very first bun hat. She was surprised that she already had, including little fruit cups that were the actual perfect fit in order to make a bunny hat. And she and her husband took the photos, and they just became more and more elaborate. They went from Marie Buntoinette, because she also created little wigs for the bunnies, And eventually they branched out into actually creating scenes for the bunnies as well, including movie scenes, recreations of Star Wars or The Princess Bride, many others that I really encourage you to check out on her website. She started a Facebook page for the Bun Hatter, and she was very surprised that she got so many visitors, which I'm not surprised, but she did. And then one Christmas, she created a picture of a bun, Ebenezer bun, from A Christmas Carol, and her followers wanted to know if she could take pictures for the whole book. So she did, and she came up with this wonderful book, A Bun Hatter's Christmas. Her husband wrote the story, while Cecilia made all the costumes and the props and the scenery and took the photos. There were two paralyzed bunnies that she had appear in the book, Flan and Star. One of them appeared as Tiny Tim. She also had a guest bunny, Caesar, appear as the ghost of Christmas Past, the big white beautiful bun, just like Bella here. They are just such magical recreations of A Christmas Carol. I'll put a link in the bottom to the book, and I would greatly encourage you to pick it up because it is adorable. It is my favorite version of A Christmas Carol. It's very clever and very well told and just adorable. In order to raise money for the sanctuary, she started doing a Bun Hatter calendar. And in this, she would have people donate a bit of money, like $10, in order to get their bunny in the calendar. And she would compile all the pictures of the bunnies and make up a calendar and sell it to raise money for her sanctuary. My bunnies were in a couple of those calendars too. In 2016, she had a heart bun, which means a bunny that she was extremely close to, named Lister. She speaks so warmly of him, and she said that he was so affectionate and so sweet, and they made a very special bond. And he passed away in 2016, and unfortunately this did take some of her energy away from wanting to create Bun Hatter photos, which is understandable. When you lose a bun, it's very difficult, especially if you've been particularly close to that bun. Cecilia had started this very ambitious project many years before of replicating a cathedral stained glass window, which is absolutely gorgeous. And she decided, after Lister passed, to put her buns in the painting, and she was able to finish it, and it is absolutely stunning. And this is how she started painting. So in the window painting, she included Lister, her heart bunny, Honey Bunny, and a baby bunny. She figured if she was going to finish the painting, that was the perfect way to memorialize. So she started painting other bunnies of people who requested them. And I have been lucky enough to have her portraits of my bunnies, Fred, Barney, Yorgie, who since passed over the Rainbow Bridge. She also did this gorgeous one of Bella, which I just love. And she did one of her dog, Xavier, because she is so talented. She is able to do cats, dogs, and rabbits. She also did this beautiful painting of Lister entitled The Reunion, which I think is just so touching. And I find it makes me think of my girl, Yorgie. So she uses the money that she gets from the paintings in order, again, to help her sanctuary provide food and medical care for her bunnies. In addition to the painting, she also created this absolutely adorable clay sculptures of bunny faces, and she would sell them as pendants, and they would, again, be a really wonderful, beautiful way to memorialize bunnies for people before or after they've crossed over the Rainbow Bridge, and I think they make an absolutely wonderful gift. Her paintings as well, I would highly encourage everybody to check out her paintings and her baby buns. She doesn't take Bun Hatter pictures anymore, but she does have a yearly auction as well. So Celia is a really amazing person with many talents, and I definitely encourage you to go check out her page. the Bun Hatter. And so the best way to end this is to leave you with Cecilia's words. Our purpose in creating this little page has been to bring awareness to the wonderful additions that bunnies can make to your family. They are fun, sassy, and very smart and loving. I cannot imagine my life without them, and I want to bring that joy that they bring me to others. Sometimes rescue work is very sad. We have found bunnies in dumpsters left to die, loose in apartment complexes starving, sores on their feet, and yellow fur in what should be a white rabbit. We take the bunnies that were tossed away as garbage and give them a home. This page is for everyone to enjoy, but is made especially for the rescuers that deal with so much sorrow every day, to bring them happiness knowing that at least some of those bunnies are safe and much loved. They are not just our animals, they are part of our family. They get smooches and pets and lots of love and care. They have bunny friends to spend the rest of their lives with, and they will never be alone. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a big ears up. It really helps us out. If you have been inspired by a bunny, please leave me a comment. I would love to hear about it. Bunnies inspire us every day. They not only bring joy and love into our lives, they do inspire us to become artists like Cecilia. And many of us become involved with rescuing rabbits because of our rabbits. I definitely did become involved because of Fred and Barney and Yorkie. And that's how I ended up with you, Bella, sweetheart.